Okay, y'all, so today is our anniversary. 7 years of marriage, 10 years together. Probably saw his part 1 of how we met, so here's part 2, and this is my side of how we met, because I'm going to clear a couple things up. On the 4th of July, I had to work, but one of my friends that I went to high school with, it was her birthday. Her birthday is on the 4th of July. She wanted me to go out with her that night, but like I said, I had to work, so I didn't go out with her. And so basically when I spoke with her to ask, how was your birthday? How did it go? Blah, blah, blah. She did not really truly enjoy herself. Just things happened. She didn't enjoy herself. So I was like, okay, let's try to go out tonight and see if we can make it better. So that's how I first of all ended up at the club, because I was in Georgia for some time. I had only went to a club once. I just was over the party life, honestly. I wasn't even trying to like go out and stuff like that. That just wasn't, I was past all of that. So anyway, that's how I ended up at the club. We were standing in the line. He was right on that. It was me and 2 others. We were standing in the line. And when he walked by, my 2 others definitely was like, oh my God, you see a tall dude with a dress, da 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 da. I was not included in that part of the conversation. I was definitely not even entertaining that. I didn't even see when he walked by or none of that. I didn't see him at all. Anyway, fast forward, we go inside and they're like, there he is right there, there you go. You see him? You see him? I'm like, yeah, I see him. He look good. But I mean, what else am I supposed to do? Like, I'm so serious. Like, what else am I supposed to do? Time passed and I'm sitting down by like this staircase thing, and I'm like, because me and my friends are already talking, I'm like, if the next song that they play isn't nothing we want to hear, like, we could go, because this is not it. So I'm sitting down, and the next thing you know, who come and sat beside me? This guy. And leaned over, and whatever he said, he said.
Whatever I said, I said.
Yeah, whatever you told them already.
My brother give me my phone back, I'm gonna come and get your number.
I didn't even really hear what he said.
No.
I did not really hear what he said, but I just was like.
But she said okay.
I did like this.
You said okay.
Did I say okay?
Yeah.
I don't remember saying okay, but either way it go, I didn't hear exactly what he said.
Googling out and said okay.
Man, please. Fast forward, his brother came back around, whom I did not know at that time, but got to know, and gave him his phone, and then he handed me his phone, and I'm like, oh, he said he was getting my number. That's what he said. Okay. I don't know. Well, I do know. I always say that, and then I have to backtrack. The Most High. The Most High is the reason I gave him my number, because I know, a lot of females like to try to say, I don't get on the club, I don't get on the... I really didn't, because I really was not even in the club. So, there's that. Gave him my number. We were getting ready to leave out, and he was coming this way, and I gave him a hug. I initiated the hug. And like, he likes to try to say he initiated the hug, but that's not true. I initiated the hug, and then we left. Part 2 on the story time on how me and my husband met, anniversary edition. So I left the club and got back home and washed and in the bed and everything like that. I get a phone call from this guy, and I'm like, why he calling my phone? Like, instead of texting me, why is he calling my phone? Where they do that at? And so I answered the phone or whatever, and we was chatting for like a couple of minutes or whatever, and he's like, do you have an IG? I'm like, yeah. I guess he was trying to, I know now at this point, like, his vision is not good. So I didn't know back then, but it's obviously he was trying to get a better look at how I look, because he didn't truly get to see completely how I look. So he asked me for an IG. I gave him my IG, but I had like 1 or 2 pictures on there, and the pictures was trash because I'm not photogenic at all. So
I seen nothing.
The next day he tried to hit me with basically pulling up to his crib, and I'm like, yeah, no. Not happening, because I don't know you from a can of paint. You could be a weirdo creep, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna say too much more than that, but it's like, no, I'm not just pulling up to your crib. I don't know you. So I was telling him, I'm like, you can meet me at a public place, like you can meet at the mall. And I guess he was looking at it like, that's immature as heck. Who the heck? I'm grown. Why am I meeting you at a mall? But I'm sitting here like, I'm looking out for my safety. And my mom always taught me to look out for my safety. So it's like, yeah, public place. But anyway, fast forward. I tried to say no, he wasn't doing that. And I'm like, okay, no, I'm not doing that. So it literally was about to end before it even started. I'm like, I'm not coming to your crib. And he's like, I'm not going to the mall. I'm like, okay, cool. And then that's just that. We don't really have nothing else to talk about. But fast forward, I was getting ready to go pick up my mom from work. And he ended up texting and was like, I forget exactly what he said, but basically like we can link up at the mall. So I'm like, okay, cool, but dang, I gotta go get my mom. I gotta go past the mall to drop her back off home. So I'm like, I'm not gonna do all of that. I might as well just stop by the mall on the way through. It's not like we're gonna be there for no hours. So I'm like, I might as well just stop by. And I'm not gonna leave her in the car like no darn little dog or nothing like that. So I'm like, okay, she can just come in. She don't have to be like in our face, obviously. She can go do whatever, but she can come in. So that's how my mom ended up getting in there. And she did introduce herself to him because I asked her to. Because I'm like, I don't remember what he said his name was. I'm like, I don't remember what he said his name was. So can you like introduce yourself so that he could tell you his name so that I can know his name? You feel what I'm saying?
She brought her mom on the first day. That's all y'all need to know.